Muli, magandang araw. Ako pa rin po inyong kasama, Eli Saludar.
Magandang hapon po, Secretary Jing Paras. Dito po tayo sa Iparas kay Paras. Mga kababayan, magandang hapon po sa inyo lahat.
Ado paglinawan po, napupugay ng isang magandang araw sa inyong lahat.
Okay, maganda pag-usapan, Secretary, itong issue ng kaso na isinampalaban po kay dating Pangulong Rodrigo Duterte. At parang napakabilis naman ng mga pangyayari. At di ba, parang pinapaharap agad sa korte. So ano ba masabi mo rito, Secretary?
Well, tama lang naman yan in the sense na ika nga, the grind of the justice system is really active, no? In the sense na siyempre sinampan niya yung kaso sa fiscal at of course the fiscal has to act on it, no? Regardless of whoever the person is, no? Now, ito po kasi mga kababayan, nagbunga itong kaso na sinampa ni Franz Castro sa mga statement ni President Duterte tungkol sa issue ng confidential fund na inallocate kay Vice President Sara Duterte doon sa Department of Education at saka sa kanyang Office of the Vice President. Hinihimok at kini-question ng mga kaliwa yung pagbigay ng contingent fund sa Office of the Vice President at saka sa Department of Education. At ito sa 2023. Ngayon, maliban dito sa kine-question nila itong nabigay na, yung bagong allocation for the 2024 na 500 million may get ay pinapatanggal ng mga kaliwa at sinang-ayuna naman ng Kongreso. So, dahil doon, naging issue yan dahil maliban sa tinanggal na nga nila, hindi pa nila tinigilan yung pagbatikos kay Vice President. Wala naman silang napipinpoint na binulsa yung pera. Pati yung dati ng mga nagastos sa Davao, na mayor pa si Mayor Sara Duterte at saka si Mayor Rodrigo Duterte, kini-question pa nila.
Inuungkat
pa. Na yun naman talagang nangailangan na gastusin yun kasi para isolve yung insurgency problem ng Davao City. At ngayon, bawing-bawi na ang Davao dahil very peaceful. Dineclare na ng military na it's insurgency-free area. Ang daming investors, lalo na nung presidente si Duterte. Umaapaw ng investments ang Davao City. So, whatever was spent for in confidential fund during the time of Sara and the time of Duterte's PRRD, nabawing-bawi na dahil sa mga sobrang investment. Unlike other cities which are still under insurgency, wala kang investment. Your revenue from mga businesses wala pumapasok. So, yun po. So, ngayon, ito pong sinabi ni President Duterte.
Sabi ko kay Inday, diretsuhin mo na. So, itong intelligence fund na ito is to prepare the minds of the Filipinos, itong insurgency na hindi matapos-tapos. And the ROTC, para preparado tayo kung magkagera ganitong sitwasyon ngayon. Pag wala tayong sundalo, meron tayong mga bata na who will take care of the respective barangays to help government.
Yes.
Pero ang una mong target sa intelligence fund mo, ikaw, France. Kayong mga komunista ang gusto kong patayin. Sabihin mo na sa kanya. Pero hindi man niya sinabi. Sabi niya, alam mo kasi pa kung sinabi ko, baka iharas na yung mga PMT. Marami yan buong Pilipinas.
Ito mga kababayan, very clear. Anong unang statement na tuloy-tuloy? Sabi ko kay Inday. So, the president was just relating what she said.
Kung ano usapan nila.
Ano ang pinag-usapan? So, sinabi lang niya kay Inday na itong si Franz, komunista, dapat patayin. She was not telling it to Franz directly. She was saying to Inday na ito dapat patayin. So, saan ang grave threat niya kay Franz? Diba? But anyway, whatever it is, pakinggan muna natin, then explain it later. Kung may basihan ba yung kaso ni Franz. Ito.
Kay Atty. Roque.
Itong sinasabi ni Roque.
All right. So the first question is, will the former president be attending the summons?
Let's put it this way. In the ICC, the president has said that he will face any and all of his accusers, but before Philippine courts, Philippine fiscals. And now that there is a pending case before a Philippine fiscal's office, of course, he will face his accusers and he will prove that he did not breach any of our existing laws.
All right. But you mean by this, he will be physically going to the Quezon City Court along with yourself?
That's not a requirement, no? Lawyers can appear, especially in the initial hearing, to receive a copy of the complaint affidavit, and he can have his affidavit sworn to before any public prosecutor, even in Davao City.
Okay. So ang ibig sabihin, let's just state it for the record, he is not going physically himself to the Quezon City Prosecutor's Office. Hindi po yun.
I can't say that because that's his decision. All that I'm saying is that procedurally, he doesn't have to if he doesn't want to, because he can subscribe to his sworn statement, his counter affidavit before any public prosecutor, including a public prosecutor in Davao, because after all, he is based in Davao City.
Okay. So what would you advise him, Attorney Roque?
Well, we will answer the complaint, no? Because that, in effect, has been the consistent position of the president. He will face the legal process, but only before Filipinos, and he will not allow any foreign judge to sit in judgment of him.
Okay. Attorney Roque, how can the former president justify the words that he had uttered? And I want to read it just for our viewers to remember what he said. He said, this was on live television in SMNI. He said this, but your first target there, using your intelligence funds, is you, France, you communists who I want to kill. I asked her to tell them that, but she refused, saying, you know, pa, I did that. They might harass the Philippine military training institutions. So this was the president repeating a conversation he had with his daughter, Vice President Duterte. But that statement is, you France, you communists who I want to kill.
Tama-tama din na itong mga nagtatanong minsan, tatanga-tanga, they don't really lay the ground, no? With your respect, no? Unang-una, sinasabi nga na siya mismo, sinasabi ni Karen, she could have answered it right away kung ano yung tinatanong niya. Kasi sinasabi niya, when he was talking with his daughter. So, what was really the conversation between Kibuloy and Duterte? Sinasabi ni Duterte, itong anak ko,
Kinikwento niya yung usapan nila ng anak niya.
kinakwento niya yung usapan nila ng anak niya. So, it was not addressed to Franz Castro. It was addressed to Inday Sara. Na sinasabi nga, itong Franz, yun yung unang, yung mga komunista ang gusto kong patayin. So, she was telling Sara. It just so happened that it was stated in the public, but there was no threat, because it was just a repeat. It was
The
just a
conversation.
repeat of their conversation. Kinuwento lang niya yung conversation niya with his daughter. Pangalawa, mga kababayan, ganito yung sinabi ng Pangulo. Yung mga komunista, ang gusto niyang patayin. Now, since na-mention niya yung Castro, it was an implication that Castro is a member of the communist. Oh. Now, kung hindi ka komunista, Castro, so,
Why will you feel alluded
why
to?
will you feel alluded to? Are you claiming that you're a communist? Because very clear, yung last word ni Duterte, prior to your name, ang komunista, ang gusto niyang patayin. Now, minention ka lang niya in relation to the communist. Now, if you feel na you're not a communist, he's not alluding to you. Na yung gusto niyang patayin.
Hindi,
So, your case does not have a leg to stand on. Ano, Eli? Ikaw mas
Hindi, pero kung ang tingin niya, komunista siya.
Kaya nga, nag-file siya ng kaso dahil hindi, not against herself, but against, kasi mahal na mahal niya yung movement ng komunista, na miyembro siya, dinidepensahan niya yung komunista. Sinasabi na ni Roque, sabi ni Roque, alam mo naman, they are considered terrorist organization. They are declared by the United States, they are declared under our laws. There are cases filed against members of the communists dahil pumapatay sila ng mga tao. And anyone can say na dapat na talaga patayin yung mga komunista in the sense na since they are creating havoc. Ang daming mga pinapatay ng mga sundalo, ang daming mga pinapatay ng mga polis. Yun ang point of view ni Duterte.
Sa organisasyon.
The organization, ang gusto niyang ipapatay.
Yun ang tinutukoy niya raw.
Yun ang tinutukoy. Now, if you feel na nasaktan ka dahil komunista ka, membro ka niyan, well, wala na tayong magagawa. So,
pero aminin niya muna kung komunista siya.
Aminin mo. Now, ikaw ba kay Castro, France? Hindi na France yan, Bukidnon Castro. Ikaw ba ay komunista? Kung hindi ka komunista, hindi ka dapat pinapapatay. Minamahal.
Okay, dito naman tayo sa issue ni dating Senador Laila de Lima.
Si De Lima. De Lima. Na-discuss na natin ito, mga kababayan. Ngayon, may bagong, na-discuss na natin at tinatanong natin ito si Judge Ginto? Gito? Ito si Gito, questionable. Ang kanyang pagbigay ng from the point of view of what we have learned. According to Hali Roque, ito pa lang si Gito, estudyante ni Laila de Lima. Favorite student. But mga kababayan, ulitin natin, bago natin i-relate itong issue na ito, bago nag-assign ang judiciary, bago na-assign itong kaso ni De Lima dito sa huwis na ito, itong Gito, naka-assign ito sa korte ni Judge Evangelista ba? Sa isang judge. Na sinasabi nitong judge na matino nito, Judge Buenaventura. Si Judge Buenaventura, yun ang may hawak ng kaso. Sinasabi ng judge, hindi kita pwedeng bigyan ng bail. Kasi the case is very strong. Ngayon, ginugulo ni yung mga grupo ni De Lima, yung mga kanyang mga kakampi sa mga kaliwa, sa mga dilawan, pinipressure nila si Buenaventura, kaya nag-give up, nag-inhibit. Napunta ngayon dito. Hindi natin alam kung maliobra din ito ng korte, may mga kakampi siya dyan, binigay dito sa kanyang estudyante. Doon pa lang, dapat itong si Gito, nag-inhibit din, Mr. Gito. Ba't hindi ka nag-inhibit? Estudyante ka pala ni De Lima. At favorite student ka pa. So how can you judge this case fairly? Kayo, mag-comment kayong dalawa. Ikaw ba, kung ikaw estudyante, tapos hinihimas-himas ka? Halimbawa, ikaw si Gito Dayan. Ang pangalan mo ay Gito Dayan. Gito Dayan. Ha? Ha? Gito Dayan, favorite kung kita.
Unang-una kasi, Secretary, hindi dyan humihimas si De Lima.
Ha?
Anyway, just to answer the question, may affinity.
No.
May hindi objective yung
Hindi
litrato.
objective.
Ha?
According to Harry Roque,
Oh.
he found out that favorite student. And this guy, dapat this Supreme Court should sanction this judge for failing to disclose what is under the code of ethics of the judiciary. He should have disclosed na naging
Professor
teacher
niya.
ko
Procedural.
we were very close.
Procedural question.
We were very close.
Procedural question. Sino ang pwede mag-exercise ng initiative para magkaroon ng intervention dyan ng Supreme Court? Or a higher court for that matter?
Well, the prosecution. The prosecution. Pero,
DOJ. Pero, nagsabi na.
pinili-judge na ng leadership ng DOJ na
Hindi sila mag-appeal.
Hindi sila
Wala na, hindi na kontra.
Oo.
Sabi. So, wala na.
Yan ay pretty obvious. Ha? Pinaghirapan niya ng dating DOJ, in fairness naman ng DOJ, because these people, yung nag-prosecute niyan, would remain as DOJ officials. Dapat respetuhin naman sana ng leadership na ipagpatuloy nila yung kaso. At kung ako ang prosecutor dyan, nung nalaman mo ngayon, kasi hindi alam ng prosecutor na estudyante pala ito si Gito dito ni De Lima, hindi pa naman pwedeng EMR, pero hindi pa naman tapos ang kaso. Ha? Hindi pa naman tapos
Bail lang naman yan.
According to Buenaventura, the case is very strong against De Lima. So, yung Gito, Mr. Gito, mag-inhibit kayo, Mr. Gito. Di ba? Kasi estudyante pala kayo, presuming na totoo yung sinasabi ni Roque.
Kasi yung
in fairness.
issue dyan, delikadesa.
Delikadesa.
Kung totoo nga yung aligasyon.
Kung totoo ang aligasyon, ikaw na dapat, you don't even have to let the prosecutor, kusang loob ka na lang po, judge.
Voluntaryong
Mag-voluntary po kayo na kasi Bistado na pala na mayroon kayong ugnayan ni De Lima once upon a time. Di ba? Whatever that ugnayan is, it's no longer necessary to establish that.
So, is this granting of bail, pwede pa ba ma-revoke ito?
Yeah.
By a higher action?
By another, kailangan na mag-motion for reconsideration ang anong pangalan nito? Prosecution. Oo. And it should be another judge. The Supreme Court should take upon themselves to cure this anomalous situation.
Nagiging katawa-tawa ang ating yun.
Yung mga justices niyan, alam mo, in fairness to Bit Aguirre, who was then the Secretary of Justice of President Duterte, at most of you, mga justices niyan, maninindigan naman kayo. I know some of you even lumakad ng lumakad para ma-appoint kayo dyan. I know some of them na naghahanap ng padrino para malagay dyan, para mapalapit kayo kay Duterte, malagay kayo dyan. O, gawin nyo naman yung konting ano ninyo, pagmamahal kay Duterte na nilagay kayo dyan at depensahan nyo yung hustisya ng ating bansa. Na ito, very clear that there is now a revelation by Harry Roque that this judge is allegedly as a student of the accused.
Parang polluted yan.
Oo. So, alam mo kasi, hindi mo maano kasi, the justice system, pwedeng magkaroon kasi ng mga magkamag-anak, kasi it's a small community, and the accused has a very wide range of relationship. Naging professor, naging COMELEC practitioner, naging DOJ secretary, naging
Senador.
human rights, At saka galit yan kay Duterte dahil siya nag-imbestiga kay Duterte ng human rights. I know for a fact na kinausap yan siya ni Boy Nograles noon na imbestigahan si Duterte dahil Boy Nograles, who happens to be one of my best friends, nag-complain of the human rights activities in a violation of human rights in Davao City. At ito si De Lima nag-initiate. So yun po mga kababayan, I think it's just fair. So ito, pakinggan natin si Ginoong Harry Roque sa interview niya para at least someone will not say na ito si Paras, ito si Saludar and
Okay, pakinggan natin.
Ang ating hinahanap hustisya.
So,
And my feeling is that Gito did not give justice.
Okay, pakinggan natin. Panoorin natin.
Kasi nga yung 7 daw na witnesses na magre-recant na, humingi na ng authorization from justice. Ito nga na mag-recant na. Sir, anong magiging implication nito sakali nga na formally mag-recant sila? Tuluyan ba na ma-dismiss na yung case against former Secretary Danilo?
Actually, hindi ko alam kung sino-sino yun, pero nabasa ko may 7 nga daw, ano? Ngayon, sa third case, na aking pagkaalam, wala pang nagre-recant dyan. If they are the ones who testified in the third case, then ang mangyayari dyan, sa pag nag-recant sila, katulad din ni Ragos, they will be presented as witnesses of Secretary de Lima. Karang sasabihin nila doon, katulad ng sinabi ni Ragos, ako po'y nakukonsensya, kaya binabawi ko na po yung aking naunang salaysay na inaakusahan si Secretary de Lima ng illegal drug trading dito sa loob ng Bilibid. Kaya that could be. Pero alam mo, dun sa pronouncement ni Judge Gito, hindi na kailangan yun kasi sinabi ni Judge Gito dun na napakahina naman na niyang ebidensya laban kay Secretary de Lima, kaya binibigyan ko siya ng bail. I think pag gano'n ang pananaw niya, dire-diretso na ang acquittal nun. Para bang doon ko naalala yung sinabi ni Senator Bato. Ang sabi ni Senator Bato, nung panahon ni Duterte, ang lakas ng ebidensya laban kay Secretary de Lima. Nung mawala lang si Duterte, ba't biglang humina yung kay Secretary Lima? This is mirrored by yung nangyari dito sa third case na unang-una ang dininay nung dating judge yung petition for bail. Ang ibig sabihin, dininay yun because the evidence of guilt is strong. Ngayon, wala namang nagre-recant pa. As a matter of fact, wala pang testigo pinipresenta ang akusado. Tapos, dun sa pronouncement ni judge, nasabi napakahina ng ebidensya, yun, parang tama si Senator Bato. Pagkatapos ni Duterte, biglang humina ang kaso.
Kay Secretary Roque, sir, yung sinabi mo nga na estudyante ni De Lima, yung judge, so meron ba kang recommendation sa prosecution na mag-file ng para mag-inhibit siya sa kaso?
I'm a stranger in the case. Wala akong kinalaman sa kaso. It's a fact. I said it. Bahala na sila. But I think as a matter of public interest, dapat mailabas yung isang katotohanan na itinago ng guro at ng estudyante.
So,
Okay.
sabi, it's a fact. Nasabi lang na estudyante nga at favorite student.
Yeah.
So, we are reiterating what Roque is saying, and we want to relay this statement to Judge Gito. Sana po sa judge, with this revelation, you should come out of your shell and admit to the public that, you know, in any way, mayroon kayong link ni Lima de Lima. Maski whatever that is, it does not need to be proven. Na ano kayo, na parang ano yan delikadesa na lang di ba?
Yeah, tama.
Ano ka delikadesa ka naman?
At the mere hint, dapat.
Okay, so abangan natin kung mag-inhibit itong
Yes.
si Judge.
Oo.
Okay, salamat
Sana
po.
marinig mo yung programa namin, Judge Gito.
Okay, salamat po. Magandang
Thank you.
araw.